Now that it is sunk in, Elon Musk is the new and proud owner of Twitter. Here come the leaky sinks and faulty lines. Admit it, every time you buy or rent a new house, these little quirks peek out, no matter how careful you are. So, our billionaire friend is currently fixing all that up, but has he bitten off more than he can chew? Let's find out. First off, is Elon Musk suicidal? Before we dive into the heart of the matter, trigger warning, mention of suicide, assassination attempts, and death threats. Twitter has always been a platform for unpopular opinions, news, and occasional bombshells. So, following the really hyped up releases of the Twitter files last week, the SpaceX CEO ended up joining a Twitter space that ended up being listened to and joined by over 100,000 listeners. That's when Musk got questioned about his mental health. Well, when you're in the midst of controversy like that, it's good to have those who check up on you, right? So during a live Q&A session, he responded by saying that if we ever heard that Elon Musk had committed suicide, we should know that it wasn't him. He didn't do it. I don't think about taking my own life. If I killed myself, it wouldn't be real, said the CEO of Twitter. He also made a tweet saying that if he dies, it was nice knowing everyone. The SpaceX CEO's cryptic tweet triggered a flurry of theories about what he meant. According to Fox 7, users talked about a possible threat from the Clinton family or perhaps Russia. That led to May, Musk's mother, joining the conversation in response by saying that's not funny. And he retorted, "Sorry, I'll make every effort to live." Well, we hope he does. Now, he may not be suicidal, but threats might still be lurking. On Saturday, Musk spoke to millions of people via live Twitter. During the 2-hour discussion of sorts on Twitter Spaces, after clarifying and comforting fans that he's not, in fact, suicidal, listeners saw, or rather heard, the other shoe drop. Amidst discussions of his mental health, Elon Musk shared that there's a very significant risk of his assassination. Yep, the 51-year-old American said that while he's not suicidal himself, the risk of him being killed is extremely high either way. Whether it's something awful happening to him or even just getting shot to death, anything could happen, according to him. But at the same time, he reassured his 1.8 million listeners by saying that hopefully they, whoever they are, don't go ahead with it. He also said that luck is on his side, but it's not that difficult to kill someone if you want to, so there's definitely risk involved here without a doubt. Up next, what gave rise to this whole discussion anyway? In order to understand that, we're going to have to dive into Twitter files. So let's do that. The bomb started to drop when journalist Matt Taibbi said in a tweet on Friday that the Twitter files, which Elon Musk has been teasing about since Monday, exposed the social media platform's restriction of free speech. So, for a platform that prides itself on freedom of speech, that is pretty damaging. But it doesn't end there. In his very dramatic opening tweets, Taibbi, who typed the Twitter files in all caps, stated that the thread would tell an astonishing story from inside one of the world's largest and most prominent social media networks. The Twitter CEO didn't shy away either. Has he ever been known to, though? He shared that the public needs to know what actually happened. He stated in a tweet on Monday. On Friday, Musk made good on his word by sharing a 37-part Twitter thread of internal documents captioned, "Here we go," along with 2 popcorn emojis. At least we know he's enjoying himself. The Twitter files revealed that the previous Twitter administration supported the Democratic Party of the United States during the last election between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. They basically took political Twitter to a whole new level. Coming up, here's what the Twitter files contained. Here's what went down next. The 37-part thread documented the company's request to ban a 2020 New York Post article regarding Hunter Biden just before the presidential election. The thread was filled with excerpts and screenshots that Taibbi referred to as internal documents. Several of the snippets showed Twitter executives scrambling to make a difficult moderation choice regarding the New York Post post, which Taibbi tagged as extraordinary steps to bury the story. The New York Post in question claimed on October 14, 2020, that it had obtained emails showing that Hunter Biden had introduced his father, Vice President Joe Biden, to a Ukrainian energy firm less than a year before Joe Biden pressured government officials in Ukraine into firing a prosecutor who was investigating the company. Notably, journalist Matt Taibbi made a startling disclosure about Twitter's handling of the Hunter Biden laptop scandal in 2020, the day before Elon Musk presented the live session. According to Twitter files, the social media platform blocked and halted the story of allegedly incriminating emails discovered on Hunter Biden's laptop, which may have derailed Joe Biden's 2020 presidential campaign. But the whole thing also suggested that Democrats and left-leaning causes didn't appear to have been subjected to censorship. censorship, while right-leaning causes and Republicans were, according to Musk. Now, here's why all of this is a big problem. Now that we know all of this happened, let's figure out why it's a problem today. According to CBS News, Twitter's regulations forbid the release of hacked materials, and it stopped the story from circulating due to the platform's guidelines as one of its justifications, suggesting that the content itself is not the issue. Emails from unidentified members of the Biden administration asking Twitter to take action against certain posts were also included in the screenshots. According to NBC News, at least 3 of the tweets contained images of Hunter Biden, and several, if not all of the posts in question, violated Twitter regulations. Could it be? Could our billionaire space boy be uncovering a conspiracy one tweet at a time? Following up on the release, there were mixed views from you guys. While yes, the release of internal documents did cause a major uproar on the platform, the thread received a majority of positive replies, although one Twitter user questioned Musk by saying that this is a really dated, old tale, suggesting that there's no point in sharing it now. But at the same time, there were those who supported the movement wholeheartedly. One of those supporters, Colin Rugg, whose profile description claimed he was banned from Twitter at 75,000 followers for supporting Trump, tweeted that Elon Musk is up against some of the most powerful people in America and needs everyone's prayers. That's not all. The thread was retweeted by Kentucky's U.S. Senator Rand Paul, who stated that this is better than a Friday night movie, and that it's something that everyone should read, and appreciate Elon Musk for making it public. Coming up, the whole thing has Caitlyn Jenner concerned. Following the release of Twitter files and everything that followed, Caitlyn Jenner took to Twitter to express her concern for Elon Musk's safety. She wrote that she's praying for the CEO's safety and wants to thank him as well for his bravery. She added that he just made himself public enemy #1 to some very nasty people. So Jenner hopes that Elon's surrounded by heavy security and in a very safe, hidden location because he must be present in society. And it seems like the billionaire agrees with Caitlyn's sentiments, as he had a security detail when he landed in DC the other day. Up next, that's not the only problem on Musk's plate right now either. Yep, you heard that right, folks. Elon Musk's year-end financial statement for 2022 is dripping with losses. The richest man in the world has long been seen as the symbol of technical success, but his actions this year have hurt his bottom line and managed to damage his reputation. We know what you guys are thinking, and yes, to some extent, you already know what we're talking about. But apart from his acquisition of Twitter, which hurt him the most in both cases, the man isn't free from worries. For starters, the Tesla stock, where a large portion of Elon Musk's money is invested, according to the news, is down about 50% since the year's beginning. And he's also rumored to own a lot of cryptocurrency, which had a terrible year. Let's talk about the Tesla troubles for a bit. Currently, Tesla shareholders are concerned that Musk has overextended himself by serving as the owner and manager of so many important businesses. While the company itself is up against a ton of fresh competitors as Musk becomes fixated on Twitter, and its market share has started to fall. The man simply couldn't catch a break, could he? But it's not all bad per se. If we take the bigger picture view, it was a year in which Musk's popularity increased, despite the setbacks experienced by his rather diverse personality and reach. But you know what they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. That's a wrap. Let us know in the comments what you think of Elon Musk's peculiar predicament. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.